But I really just wanted this video to be more on the lines of just letting you know that you got to keep going. And you may be at a low point right now, but you're not going to let this break you. You ain't going to let this, you feel me? You ain't going to let this really tear you down to the point where you just give up on yourself. You can't give up because the world needs you. Your family needs you and you need you. First things first, I want you guys to understand that better is a perspective. Just because it may not seem like you're making sufficient progress, or it may not seem like you're doing better than you were before, doesn't actually mean that you aren't making progress. And what I really want y'all to do right now, bro, is I really want y'all to take some time to just reflect on your life and just appreciate everything that you've overcame. Give it up for yourself, bro, because you came a long way. Regardless of your story, regardless of your background, the fact that you're here watching this video right now, I know you had a journey, and I know it's been a very long journey, bro. And I want you to really pat yourself on the back because you came a long way no matter where you came from. Think about all the times that you may have went through something in your life, bro, and you didn't give up. All the times where you felt like you was losing hope, but you just understood that if you persisted and you persevered through that hardship at that moment, that you would see results. That's how I know for a complete fact that just because it may not seem like you're headed in the direction that you're supposed to be headed in, you have a purpose. And although you may be at a rough patch right now in your life, you're doing better than you were doing 15 years ago. You're doing better than you were doing 10 years ago. One reason why a majority of people may not congratulate you, one reason why you may not get the support and the push that you need to keep going, or just that acknowledgement that you're doing okay, is the fact that the people that you're seeking this from probably aren't where they want to be. They may be so tied up with their life, and that's okay. And this doesn't stem from a place of like hate or envy or jealousy or anything. Usually, bro, people really just have so much on their plate that they can't even really take the time to acknowledge certain things. But you don't need that acknowledgement. You don't need someone's approval. What you need to understand is that better is a perspective. And you came a long way to get where you're at today. You overcame a lot of obstacles. But just because you overcame some things, it doesn't mean that you should allow yourself to get comfortable, because you have a lot more to do. When you wake up, you gotta keep striving, you gotta keep going, because you have an entire life to live. You got a foundation to build. You know, majority of people got kids to raise and they got families to tend to. And with this being said, bro, your family needs you. Your kids need you. And you gotta keep going. You gotta keep striving. And when you going through these motions, bro, I really want y'all to focus on enjoying the process. Because I have my low points too. I have my times in my life, bro, where I get so caught up in what I have going on that I feel stagnant and I feel like I'm not making sufficient progress. But if I was to look at my life and to reflect on how far I've came, I'll be so proud and I'll be so happy. And I'm sure the same applies to all of y'all, bro. So really just take the time to enjoy the process. Take the time to be thankful. Take the time to realize how blessed you are and how far you've came. Because majority of people that's probably in your position would have given up by now. Majority of people, if they had to walk in the same shoes that you have to walk in, bro, they wouldn't know what to do. And that's why you're you, and that's why you're unique. Because your struggles and the things that you've overcame, they make you who you are. But don't allow yourself to get discouraged. Don't allow yourself to quit something because it's not working out as quickly as you want it to work out, bro. Understanding that not everything is going at your pace. Not everything is just going to happen the moment that you want it to happen. And that's just the way that it's going to work out. Especially not every time. Sometimes we just got to take that time to just allow life to just start lifing. And that's just really what it is. But when life starts lifing, you just have to be prepared. You have to allow yourself to take everything in for what it is, to embrace it and really flourish and move on. And one thing that's really helped me, bro, keep track of certain things like this is the fact that I like to track my progress. I like to do things like vision boards, planners, map everything out so that it just helps me hold myself accountable. Because when we're not doing stuff like mapping our progress and vision boards and stuff, it could be easy to kind of get lost in the sauce. We could reach a point where we may be doing really good one day, the next day we may be doing bad, the next day we might be doing bad. And then it's just a cycle of being up and down and up and down. And there's no true consistency. But when you plan things out, it's easier to hold yourself accountable and it's easier to see things through. But I really just wanted this video to be more on the lines of just letting you know that you got to keep going. And you may be at a low point right now, but you're not gonna let this break you. You ain't gonna let this, you feel me? You ain't gonna let this really tear you down to the point where you just give up on yourself. You can't give up because the world needs you, your family needs you, and you need you. If you were to just take a seat, bro, and call everybody in your phone that you've known for the last 15 plus years, and you were to ask them, hey bro, or hey fam, how was I doing, 15 years ago? You remember what I was doing? And they'll probably break down a whole entire list of things that you were doing that you wouldn't even approve of now, that you would probably be sick to even hear that you were doing. But the fact that you've overcame things, the fact that you've outgrown certain things and really moved on and bettered your life, come on, bro. These are things that you got to be thankful for. These are things that you have to really embrace, because it was you who decided to get up. It was you who understood that better is a perception. And just because one person doesn't see something a certain way doesn't mean that it is not happening. Doesn't mean that I'm not making progress. Doesn't mean that if I continue to do what I'm doing that I won't end up where I want to end up. Because all of these things are truly up to you. And we really just can't let our low points get the best of us. But if you're somebody that's out here, bro, and you just kind of stuck in this cycle of just feeling like up, down, you don't have no consistency, you may be doing good one day, doing bad the next day, bro. Just take it day by day and take it day by day and understand that your perception of doing better is different from the next person's. And just because you see something a certain way, another person may view your situation and just think how, man, like look at them, they going crazy, they really doing their thing. And these are things that you have to acknowledge. But I know at times in life we tend to be so hard on ourselves, and it's cool, but sometimes, bro, really treat yourself like the human that you are, because we are humans, bro. And I understand that, we want to just do everything right and we want to reach a certain point and we want to work hard, bro, but you're doing all right, bro. And I'm here to let you know that you're doing all right and you have to keep going. But if you made it to the end of the video, man, I appreciate you so much. I love y'all, man. It's your boy Blue J Tay. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.